Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book. Whoa, whoa. He has a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional shit.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So Jace and Dedeker, how are you two doing today?
Well, we're doing a lot better than it sounds like you are. Poor Sickie.
I'm all stuffed up in the nose region, so that's unfortunate, but I'm gonna power through this.
Yeah,
and get reading that Bible.
For our listeners' listening pleasure at home, Emily's going to be combining cold medicine and wine. So
Also with some good, some like sniffles and sneezes sprinkled in, so you really feel like you're there. You're in the room with a sick person reading the Bible.
I'm sorry in advance. I'm really hoping that like I got my sniffles and sneezes out before recording this, but we'll see. Like I don't know. I'm hoping that the cold medicine is taking hold more than it was previously, but we will see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we reading today? We are reading chapters Exodus, chapters 25, 26, and 27.
Do you want a little preview? I didn't read ahead thoroughly, but I skimmed just briefly.
Yeah, what's in store?
It's going to be a lot of interior design.
Oh.
What? In these chapters.
Love it.
What?
At least that was my impression from the tiny bit of skimming that I did. Some interior design. God's very particular about how things are built. But speaking of,
speaking of God being particular.
Yes.
Emily, do you remember all the things God was particular about last time?
I definitely don't remember all of the things, but I remember that there were some things about oxen and land. No, just oxen. And also some other things. What were they?
Witches?
Was it other?
Oh, yeah.
Witches.
We learned about witches.
No witches.
Yeah, witch. And then
they are not allowed.
Yeah, but that was like a very quick thing. But he spent a lot of time on the livestock. Goodness.
Yeah,
it was mostly like a lot of footnotes regarding like all of these livestock and all of these random things that like people can and cannot do with them.
Well, it was like the specifics of like if I was hanging on to Dedeker's livestock for her and then things happened to him, who's responsible?
Right, I remember now. I came to the conclusion to never leave a donkey with you.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, also no sex with animals. They did clarify that. Yes.
Glad we got that,
I get that.
Straightened out
of the way. Totally.
Yeah.
And then I felt like we moved on a little bit to kind of some story. So then Moses put them on the stone tablets. So that's where the tablets finally happened.
Finally, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were there and we are good. Yeah, the tablets have happened.
Yeah.
They have happened, yes.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I'm excited for this interior design. Goodness.
So we know, so you're combining your favorite brand of cold medication with wine. We're here, Jason and I are knocking back some nice Tories whiskey from Suntory. So it is a Suntory time over here.
Oh, Suntory.
Mixed with
I have a Tempranillo. With cold medicine.
I hear that's really good for sniffles.
Oh, man. Let's hope so.
Well, you remember how, like back in the old timies, people were drinking alcohol all the time because they didn't have cold medication, basically.
Oh, I see.
So all the time, you'd give your 6-year-old child a glass of wine for their colds.
Right.
I guess because it just makes you kind of a little drunk and you don't notice it as much. Maybe
feeling
sleepy.
like slightly less shitty.
Yeah, probably.
For sure.
Definitely.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and we have this nice like lemon tonic water stuff. Is this something that I wish I could get in the States? Because Dedeker and I are in Tokyo right now. And it's this stuff that's like, it's like a tonic water, kind of. Like it has a little bit of that tonic-y flavor, but it's also lemon flavored. So it's mostly lemony and like a little bit sweet. But it's great mixed with whiskey.
It's perfect.
It just kind of, it's awesome. But I can't ever find it anywhere else.
Really?
Yeah. Well, all right, everyone at home, it's time to pull out your Bibles, open them to Exodus 25, and we want to remind all of you to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
And you can drink along with us, or you can listen to us while you're in the car.
But please do not do both, or do not drink cold medicine, drink alcohol, and drive at the same time.
Right, yes.
I don't know. I have driven while being pretty hopped up on some cough medicine. Not intentionally, but...
Don't do it. The views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect the good things to do. Okay.
No. Alrighty.
Who's starting us out today?
I'm starting us out.
All right.
Woo!
Okay, Exodus 25. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, that they take an offering for me. From everyone whose heart makes him willing, you shall take my offering. This is the offering you shall take from them." I don't know that heart part. I'm not sure, Emily.
Yeah, okay, like his heart is willing to love Yahweh, so therefore...
Well, to offer things.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This
Cool.
is the offering which you shall take from them. Gold, silver, brass, blue, purple.
Wait, just blue.
Wait.
Blue in general.
Wait.
Whatever like manifestation of blue means to you, just like bring it as an offering.
It's like...
It could be a dress. It could be like
Right?
the painting Blue by Picasso, like his blue period.
Oh, yeah. That's
it's
gotta
like,
sacrifice
man.
those.
something borrowed, something blue.
There you go.
Wait,
Wow.
okay, wait. Maybe we're misinterpreting it. Maybe it's not gold, silver, brass, but these are all colors. So gold-colored things, silver-colored
okay.
things, brass, blue, purple, scarlet.
Okay, all right, okay. This keeps going. This keeps going. Okay, gold, silver, brass, blue, purple, scarlet, fine linen,
Well,
goat's
crap. My theory's out the window.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
goat's hair, ram's skins dyed red, sea cow hides. What?
What?
Like manatees?
No, manatees?
They're in the
No.
desert. How are they finding
where-
manatees?
Yeah, good freaking question. Where are you gonna get a manatee, yo? Also,
Wow.
that's the saddest thing ever.
Okay, hang on. Goat's hair, ram's skins dyed red, sea cow hides, acacia wood, oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and for the sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. Wow, what a shopping list, Yahweh.
Yeah, get all this stuff. Oh man.
Sea cow hides. Okay,
Blue,
hang on.
Purple.
I mean, okay. I did preview that there's going to be interior design here. So, okay, all the colors make sense. Fine linen,
Of the wind.
yes, makes sense. Goat's hair, ram skins that are red, and sea cow hides. Is that like, is he refinishing his furniture?
Right, the ram skins dyed red. It's so...
It's very particular.
Maybe it's a
Yeah.
tapestry.
Oh, yeah, maybe an
don't know.
elaborate tapestry. And oil, spices for the oil, and incense, and all these precious stones. Okay, I'm going to keep
Right.
going.
I'm going to look up what an ephod is while you do
Great.
that.
Let them
Cool.
make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. I see. So they're kind of building a temple, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
Huh.
a traveling temple.
So an ephod is a sleeveless garment worn by Jewish priests.
Okay, got
Oh,
it.
all right.
Okay, according to all that I show you, the pattern of the tent and the pattern of all of its furniture, even so you shall make it.
So they're making a tent?
Yes.
Does yours say pattern of the tent?
Yes, it does.
Because mine says the pattern of the tabernacle. And mine's also, it's a different site, but it says the World English Bible.
What?
Yours also?
Oh?
No, mine is set to the World English Bible. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's some discrepancies here.
So I'm on BibleGateway.com and you're on Bible
Why,
Study Tools.
why are you on that?
yeah, why are you
What are
on
you
our
doing?
not officially sponsored?
Gosh.
By BibleStudyTool.com.
Mhm.
Come on.
No, actually it's
Bro.
because some like pastors and theologian people have recommended this site over and over, and so I decided I'd try it out today.
Okay.
But
well,
we're learning that there
wow.
is a slight discrepancy.
yes. Well, you'll have to let us know. You'll have to leave us a review at the end of the episode.
I will, yeah. Maybe our new sponsor will be Bible Gateway.
All right, here we go. They shall make an ark.
Gateway.
They shall make
Sorry.
an ark of acacia wood. Its length shall be 2.5 cubits, its breadth 1.5 cubits, and 1.5 cubits its height. We need to look up cubits again because it's been since
Yeah,
the story
'cause
of Noah
this
and the
seems
ark.
really small.
I'm pretty sure cubits from your fingers to your elbow, right?
Oh, right. I think I do remember
let's look
this.
that up. Let's look it
Yes.
up.
That
though.
still seems really small.
No,
Cubit
clarify.
is
2.5.
the length. It's the length from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow on a man's arm.
Okay, obviously.
Or
because a man is all that matters.
Or about 18 inches or 46 centimeters.
Okay, here's the thing though, Emily, as this is not an ark like Noah's Ark. This is like the Ark of the Covenant in
Indiana
Jones.
Is that what we're talking about?
I think so.
Yes, that ark.
Cool.
The tiny ark. Yeah. That's why it's only 2.5 cubits, not
well, it's not
600.
that, but that's smaller than it was depicted in the film.
Was it really? I
well,
thought it was...
everything looks bigger on camera.
No, it was like multiple people had to carry that
Well,
thing.
sure, because it was heavy. It's like gold plated.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm excited.
Here you go, Emily. You shall overlay it with pure gold.
Whoa. Okay, that'll be
Inside and outside shall you overlay it, and shall make a gold molding around it. Okay. See, so it's heavy. It doesn't matter how big it is. Like that's why Indy needs some help carrying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, this translation's very different on the other site.
Jeez, that's nuts.
Well,
No, I'm really interested now. I want to do some research to find out which one has the more updated version of it, or
the more better.
It's all pretty much the same, but sometimes the order of words will be a little bit different. Like this says, you shall overlay it with pure gold. You shall overlay it inside and outside.
Oh, I see.
And
So
you shall make a gold molding around
They kind
it.
of swapped the syntax there
Yeah.
a little bit. Jeez.
Which seems weird that it's saying it's the same translation. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit. I'm gonna switch back to the other one for now. But,
Okay.
Please
I'm
do,
really...
because we don't like being separate.
I
from
know.
you.
We need to be a unified front here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, verse 12. You shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in its 4 feet. 2 rings shall be on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side. You shall make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. You shall put the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry the ark, just like we saw in Indiana Jones.
Oh, you're right.
Our only
Cool.
touch point to this thing, apparently. Okay.
Yes.
The poles shall be in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it.
Mm.
You shall put the testimony which I shall give you into the ark. I think that's going to be like the tablets is the testimony.
The tablets of the Ten
Oh.
Commandments.
Yes.
I didn't
so.
realize that was what was in there. I thought that it was just like a lot of
Ghosts,
boogeyman people.
Ghosts that
Boogie
melt people's
people.
faces.
Yeah.
Emily, were you
Yeah.
sitting here being like, when is he going to talk about putting the boogeyman into the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, for sure. What the heck? Oh man.
Okay. Verse 17, we're not talking about the Ark anymore. You shall make a mercy seat of pure gold.
I'm looking it
What's
up.
a mercy
Okay,
seat?
yeah,
What is
okay.
a mercy seat?
I remember the mercy
on.
seat being referenced in some songs, some Christian
Really?
songs. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that
What?
at all.
Really?
I couldn't sing which song it was, but I've heard the phrase the mercy seat before.
Mercy seat.
Yeah.
Are you Googling it?
Well, it's a song by Nick Cave, apparently. Performed by
Who's
Nick Cave and
that?
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Oh,
No.
yeah. Okay.
No,
I didn't remember
Emily?
his name, but
No. I don't know what that is.
Okay. The mercy seat was the golden lid. I see. It was the lid placed on the top of the Ark of the Covenant.
So we are still talking about the ark.
We are. I
Yeah.
was incorrect. Does all the
A
other
lot of them
translations
just say
say mercy
mercy
seat?
seat.
Everyone's like, we don't even.
some say an atonement cover.
Oh.
Not any more
great.
helpful. Oh,
Nope.
and thou shalt make a propitiatory.
Oh.
That also isn't very helpful. Thank you.
Why couldn't anyone say a lid? Just put a
But,
freaking lid
okay,
on it.
The Message Bible does say a lid.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
the
thank
message.
you, Message Bible, as always.
No. The Message Bible does both.
Oh.
It says, now make a lid of pure gold for the chest, an atonement cover.
Oh, in parentheses.
Huh.
Right. Not in parentheses, but yeah.
Wow.
Love
Okay.
it.
So that's a mercy seat. Okay. 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits its breadth. You shall make 2 cherubim of hammered gold. You shall make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Make 1 cherub at the one end, and 1 cherub at the other end. You shall make the cherubim on its 2 ends of one piece with the mercy seat.
Just in case you didn't know that.
Make it of one piece, so they're built into it. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the whole lid has these cherubim attached to it.
Is it cherubim like a tiny cherub, like a tinier cherub?
No, it's just
It's
an
like a-
angel.
I think that's just the plural of cherub, right?
Cherubim.
Okay. Oh, so multiple cherubs.
But our idea of cherub being like a tiny child in a diaper with wings is not really accurate.
Right. We talked about that in Genesis.
Yeah,
When they were kicked out of the
The
garden.
cherubim are actually like much more horrifying.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a horrifying golden ark.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to scare everyone away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
The cherubim shall spread out their wings upward, covering the mercy seat with their wings, with their faces toward one another.
Oh,
wow,
I pictured them facing
specific.
outward.
But no, they're facing inward at each other.
I'm glad God specified, because I would have done it wrong and God would have been very unhappy. But I'm glad
I am pulling up screenshots from Indiana Jones of the Ark of the Covenant.
So we can see if
yeah,
they got
this
it
is
right.
not how this looked, I think.
This was their interpretation. Yeah, the cherubim are like kind of
They do
spreading
have
their wings
cherubim
toward
on
each
top.
other, and they are facing
Oh, do
toward each
they?
other.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, just Google it, Emily.
Yeah, okay.
Just Google Ark of the Covenant Indiana Jones.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, fine.
So they're spreading their wings, covering the mercy seat with their wings.
Yes.
And they're
Their
facing
faces.
each other.
Yes. The faces of the cherubim shall be toward the mercy seat. You shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the testimony that I will give you.
I feel like that order of operations is going to be
It's
challenging.
going to be, a little challenging, but that's okay. There I will meet with you, and I will tell you from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubim, which are on the ark of the testimony, all that I command you for the children of Israel. Wow. Okay. So he's like, this is the spot where I'm going to be.
Yeah, this is, where I'm going to like channel my God energy.
Okay. So if ancient aliens knew anything, then like maybe these were some instructions for making some kind of portal or some kind of thing that would receive holographic messages.
Yeah.
From,
or like an antenna.
Yes, exactly. From Yaweh, who was clearly an alien according to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You shall make a table of acacia wood. Okay. This is a table. All right. 2 cubits shall be its length, and a cubit its breadth, and 1.5 cubits its height. You shall overlay it with pure gold, and make a gold molding around it.
I'm sorry, hang on a second. 2 cubits shall be its length, and our ark is 2.5 cubits long, and a cubit instead of a cubit and a half. So we're like half a cubit short of the ark.
Yeah.
And 1.5 cubits its height. That's a pretty short table.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too short. Okay. All right. Just
so
wanted
you
to...
shall overlay it with pure gold, make a gold molding around it. You shall make a rim of a hand breadth around it.
What is that?
To grab. I would assume like something to grab onto. A rim of a hand breadth? Like a rim. Oh no, like a... Yeah,
it's like a thing of which a hand can grab.
No, I don't know. I kind of read it as more of like a tray.
Thickness of a hand.
Like a tray.
Oh.
Like that comes up on the side, like a rim. That's what I think.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Hand-sized
you shall make a golden molding on its rim around it. You shall make 4 rings of gold for it, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on its 4 feet. The rings shall be close to the rim, for places for the poles to carry the table. Okay. You shall make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold, that the table may be carried with them. You shall make its dishes, its spoons, its ladles, and its bowls to pour out offerings with. Of pure gold shall you make them. I see. So this is like a separate kind of altar-ish kind of table that they're making with everything made out of
bowls and spoons and stuff.
Yeah, all pure gold. And that's for handling offering stuff with.
Yep.
Okay. You shall set bread of the presence on the table before me always. Please look up translations and tell me what bread of the presence is.
Okay.
And this is presence not like present, past, future. It's presence like presence, like someone who is present in the room. Bread of the
initially
presence.
when you read it,
like
when you read it, I was like, oh, like a gift.
Like gift bread.
I'm giving you a present bread.
Bread of the presence is in a lot of these.
Dang it. Sacred bread?
Another one says, the table is to be placed in front of the covenant box, and on the table there is always to be the sacred bread offered to me. Sacred bread. Okay. Let me look up our good friend, the Message Bible. Always keep fresh bread of the presence.
It has to be fresh. Make sure that it's fresh. Okay.
Well, yeah, God doesn't want some 30-day-old bread.
Yeah.
Or even day-old bread. He wants the freshest of bread.
Not that discounted stuff you got from the bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, totes.
No bakery outlet here.
I'm moving along. You shall make a lampstand of pure gold. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is going to keep going. And pretty soon it's going to be, you shall make a chaise lounge of pure gold.
Chaise longue.
You shall make an entertainment center of pure gold. You shall make some bedside tables of pure gold.
Wow.
Okay.
This sounds like Donald Trump. I'm sorry. This sounds like Donald Trump.
Oh, it does. Oh, no. No, Yahweh, no. I liked you up to this point. Okay.
Come on, God.
Of hammered work shall the lampstand be made, even its base, its shaft, its cup, its buds, and its flowers shall be one piece with it. Wow, I didn't know lampstands had all these things.
Yeah, all those pieces of lamps.
Cups and buds. What are the cups and buds and flowers and all these things? of a lamp.
Gosh.
It's a very ornate lamp.
Well, okay, remember that these are oil lamps, where kind of like Aladdin and the Genie, it's like that shape of lamp, but up on a stand. So maybe it's kind of like has some gold molding that's like flowery and decorative to make it look nice, I assume.
I love how Yahweh's like, obviously, these things that you know about.
Obviously, there's going to be some flowers on that.
Right.
Yeah,
stuff.
like clearly. Duh.
Okay. There shall be 6 branches going out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one of its sides, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of its other side.
God's like, do not give me this new age asymmetrical bullshit. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's got to be completely symmetrical.
want
Everything looking
Victorian Gothic.
in its place. Goodness.
Oh, okay. Y'all. He goes on forever about this lampstand. Okay.
All right. Well, let's keep going.
3 cups made like almond blossoms in one branch, a bud and a flower, and 3 cups made like almond blossoms in the other branch, a bud and a flower. So for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. And in the lampstand, 4 cups made like almond blossoms, its bud and its flowers, and a bud under 2 branches of one piece with it, and a bud under 2 branches of one piece with it, and a bud under 2 branches of one piece with it, for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. What?
I don't even.
I
don't know what just was written at all.
And a bud under 2 branches of one piece with it means made of the same stuff. He did that with the cherubim too. He said they have to be of one piece with the.
He's describing a menorah. It's
Wait, really?
describing a menorah.
Wait,
Well,
really?
I googled Exodus 25 lampstand, and all the images are menorahs. So
Interesting.
right, so it's like it comes up, and then there's these branches. Yeah, these 6 branches that come off the side.
Either
Okay,
side. Yeah.
I was
so it's the
envisioning
one in the
something totally
center.
different.
I was picturing
Wow,
like
I
a
thought
little spider.
Yeah, like a
Why are
tree.
they calling this a lamp?
Well,
I
it is a
mean, I
lamp. A
guess,
menorah
like-
is a lamp, technically.
Yeah, I guess like of old. I just like think of a lamp as like an electric thing, but obviously they wouldn't be electric things back then.
No.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
before lamps were electric, they were just lamps, like based on oil and fire and very simple
Yeah.
ingredients.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Okay, all right. Their buds and their branches shall be of one piece with it, the whole of it one beaten work of pure gold. You shall make its lamps 7, and they shall light its
Oh.
lamps to give light to the space in front of it. Its snuffers and its snuff dishes shall be of pure gold.
Obviously.
It shall be made of a talent of pure gold with all these
A
accessories.
talent.
See that you make them after their pattern, which has been shown to you on the mountain. On the mountain. So did he also? He was like, I'm going to carve this out because clearly my verbal directions are not working here.
I guess so. Yeah. Like
It's kind of like what I had to do and Google it.
Also give you a
What is a
picture.
talent of pure gold?
A talent is
It's a-
about 75 pounds.
Wow, it's
That's
a
a lot.
measurement.
Yeah, it's a measurement. A talent is, some authorities say the talent typically weighed about 33 kilograms or 75 pounds, but it varies between 20 to 40 kilograms. So
Wow.
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jeez. Okay, so he got real specific with the lamp, real specific with the Ark of the Covenant. So we have those things. Jace, you're taking the next chapter, and who knows what furniture is going to come next.
This is amazing.
What?
1 kilogram of gold in 2018 costs a little over $41,000.
Wow.
This is 33 kilograms of gold. This
Wow.
is an incredibly
Yeah, but back in this
valuable
day, it would be
thing.
like 50 cents with inflation and all that.
What?
Yeah, but if you still had this covenant today, this Ark of the Covenant,
Be very
yeah,
valuable.
I mean,
be a zillionaire.
Yeah.
So before we move on to the next chapter, we would like to take a quick break to talk to you about Patreon. So Patreon is a great place to help us out, help keep this show going. So even $1 a month on Patreon, which you can go to patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy and you can sign up to become a patron of ours. And even at $1, it really helps us to keep the show going. For $6 a month, you can become a parishioner. So that means you get access to bonus episodes, which are super helpful and informative to someone like me who knows very little about the Bible and sometimes needs a little bit of extra help. And Jason Dedeker are great about giving me some awesome info onto like things that might be a little bit challenging to understand when I take a first pass at reading the Bible. So sometimes we get things like more in-depth analysis and research, and then sometimes also we get to listen to things like musicals, Bible musicals. There's a lot of biblical musicals out there, guys.
There are a lot.
And
It's
that's
true.
awesome because I love musicals and I love getting to watch them with the two of you. and then all of you beautiful people out there. So if you want to get in on us watching and listening to those amazing shows, movies, musicals, then become a parishioner of ours. And then finally at $12 a month, you become a disciple. So you get to support the show, you get all the bonus content, and then you also get ad-free episodes, which is super awesome. You don't have to listen to me gab. And then also, you get them 2 days early. Like, what? That's so cool. You get them before anyone else. So you're super extra special, which obviously you already are, but you're super extra special. So become a patron of ours at patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study today. Help us out, be extra special, and get some new bonus content as well.
And so, speaking of extra special, we have a goal. We have a goal to build a congregation. We have a congregational goal. And so that congregational goal is we're trying to reach 300 patrons. And when we reach that goal of 300 patrons, then we're finally going to be able to start releasing 2 Bible studies every week instead of just once a week. So that means that you don't need to wait as long between episodes. It means you're going to get more content in addition to like our bonus content as well if you're a patron. So again, help us reach our congregational goal, join our family, join our little not quite churchy family, and go to patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study.
And then the last thing we wanted to talk about is just if you could take a moment, a couple minutes out of your day and write us a review on iTunes or on Stitcher. So I'm going to give you the real scoop on this show. This is a difficult show to spread the word and advertise about for us because a lot of social media platforms don't let us advertise a show that has anything about drinking in the name of it, number one. And two, like, identifying our target audience is hard, right? Because this isn't something that's just for Christians. It's also not for like anti-Christians. It's something else entirely. And so the best way to actually get this out there and for more people to read it is to get reviews from you. Take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes or Stitcher that's going to help other people know what to expect from this. It'll make us more likely to show up on like the new and noteworthy lists or higher in the rankings on iTunes, which is a big way that a lot of people find podcasts. So if you could really just take those couple minutes, that would be huge in terms of us growing this, which if you think about it, means more people listening to the show, which means more other patrons, which makes us more likely to get to the 300 patrons, which then gets you more Drunk Bible Study each week. It's just, again, it's a snowball effect of winning. So if you could take those couple minutes and write us a review, it would make a huge difference for us, as well as spreading the word to your friends and anyone you know who might be into this. Wow. Okay. This is me now?
Yep.
Okay. Exodus 26. As if we never stopped. Moreover, you shall make the tent with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet.
Here's the colors.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why
So it's
God
just
needed the
linen?
offerings of
Yes.
those colors.
Yeah.
I see.
He crowdsourced all of this.
Yeah. Okay. With cherubim. The work of the skillful workman, you shall make them. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. So long
Yes.
curtains.
Very
Really
long
long,
curtains,
but yeah,
All the curtains shall have one measure.
Okay.
So they've all got to match. Okay.
great.
5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another.
What do you mean coupled? Like,
Tied together, I guess, or stitched together.
Oh yeah, maybe stitched together. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so 5 of them are together, and then another 5 of them are together.
Cool.
That's the 10 curtains. Okay. You shall make loops of blue on the edge of one curtain from the edge in the coupling, and likewise shall you make in the edge of the curtain that is outmost in the second coupling.
Okay.
So like blue on one side of each of these
Yes.
stitched together things. Okay.
Yes.
You shall make
Okay.
50 loops. Wow. This is so specific.
It really is.
You shall make 50 loops in the one curtain, and you shall make 50 loops in the edge of the curtain that is in the second coupling. The loops shall be opposite to one another. God's like really like.
Are the loops for like hanging the curtains?
Well, keep reading.
Okay. You shall make
Okay.
50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains one to another with the clasps, and the tent shall be a unit.
I see. So it's the loops are gonna connect with the clasps.
Yeah.
He's making this modular sanctuary, essentially, so it can be all broken down,
that makes
traveled
sense.
with, and
Yeah.
rebuilt.
Oh, that's an interesting
and put back
idea.
together. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yes.
You shall make curtains of goat's hair. This is where that comes back.
Yeah.
You shall make curtains of goat's hair for a covering over the tent. 11 curtains shall you make
How
them.
many goats do you think that takes?
That's it. Yeah, come on, like goat's hair.
Also,
Isn't
not
goat's hair
not even
really
a goat's
short
skin, just
and
goat's
Just the
hair.
hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he needed so much. If you use the skin, like everyone's going to starve because we used all our goats all at once. Okay, the length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. So longer, but the same width of the other ones.
It could have just been it's probably woven goat's hair.
I'm assuming,
Yeah, not just like goat's hair matted together.
Gross. Yeah, I assumed some sort of textile.
Yes.
The 11 curtains shall have one measure. You shall couple 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double over the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tent.
Okay, so it's
that's
doubled
like
over.
The door.
Okay,
maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
You shall make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain which is outmost in the second coupling. You shall make 50 clasps of brass, this time it's brass, and put the clasps into the loops, and couple the tent together that it may be one. The overhanging part that remains of the curtain of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the back of the tent.
Okay.
The cubit on the one side and the cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tent on this side and on that side to cover it.
Yahweh.
I'm lost here.
This is really confusing.
I don't know. I can't even picture this in my mind. I don't know what it looks like, but good luck to the people who had to actually do this.
Shall hang over the sides of the tent on this side and on that side to cover it. Because this is the top of the tent we're making now. So I guess it's like hanging off the back and also off the sides. Oh, here, the sea cows are coming up.
Okay.
You shall make a covering for the tent of ram skin dyed red and a covering of sea cow hides above.
Oh, okay.
You shall make the boards of the tent of acacia wood standing up. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and 1.5 cubits the breadth of each board. 1.5 cubits the breadth of each board. Okay, so that's like a big, like a plywood slab. Okay.
Yeah.
There shall be 2 tenons in each board joined to one another. Thus shall you make for all the boards of the tent. Anyone know what tenons are?
How do you spell it?
Tenons.
Tenons, like tendons, but not
Tenons.
a tendon.
No, it almost looks like tendon.
Oh, it's some carpentry terms.
Oh, okay.
It's a
what is it?
projecting piece of wood made for insertion into a mortise in another piece.
It's like IKEA furniture.
Cool.
Yes, it is. It totally is.
Oh.
No, now that I see the picture, it is like IKEA furniture where it's supposed to just, it's like, slot A into, tab A into slot B. It's like, boop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So God was inventing IKEA. Got it.
Well, I'll look at this. This is basically like IKEA instructions.
I mean,
except that it would be,
that would be just pictures
exactly.
with little happy faces.
Yeah. Okay. You shall make the boards for the tent, 20 boards for the south side, southward. You shall make 40 sockets of silver. So now I've got the silver under the 20 boards.
You know, a socket. It's like an open thing that things go into. Why don't you understand?
2 sockets under one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under the other board for its 2 tenons.
It's like the slot that the tenon
that they go
tab
into.
is going to go into.
Okay. For the second side of the tent, on the north side, 20 boards. The same. Okay. And there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under another board. For the far part of the tent, westward, you shall make 6 boards. Okay, so 20 boards front and back, and that's north and south. And then on the sides of the tent, westward, you shall make 6 boards. 2 boards shall you make for the corners of the tent in the far part.
Jace, hang on. What verse are you at? Because I'm so lost in boards and sockets.
We're at 20. He's about to start 24.
Okay, hang on. Could I take a break to share with y'all? Like, I found an image. If y'all at home are listening, and if you just want to Google tabernacle tent, that will give you many artists' depictions of what people have interpreted this to actually be. Here, I'm going to share my screen with y'all here.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So that you can see.
Got it.
So it's kind of like, it's almost like, okay, you at home,
this is
if you
very
imagine
elaborate.
a box, like a shoebox. And then if you took like a bandana and draped that over the shoebox.
I love this description.
If the inside of the shoebox was very golden, and if there was a tiny little man standing outside the shoebox, that's basically what we're describing here.
Well, look, you see the ark. The ark is in this image, and the menorah.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So it is like this like quadrilateral rectangular building, or looks like a building at least, but it has these like tents draped over it. And then you'll see in kind of some other depictions, there's also people who include like this big fence of curtains that goes, we don't want to open
all
on YouTube.
Around the whole thing?
That goes all around the whole thing.
I see. Yeah.
You know, so.
Okay.
So stuff like that.
Okay.
Wow. This is, definitely, we need to include an image here.
Yeah, let's grind through this board section.
So for the far part of the tent westward, you shall make 6 boards. 2 boards shall you make for the corners of the tent in the far part.
Yes.
They shall be double beneath, and in like manner they shall be entire to the top of it to 1 ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners.
Great.
Okay. I didn't quite follow that.
No.
But somehow maybe reinforced corners or something.
Okay. Makes sense.
There shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets. 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under another board. Okay, so same basic concept with the sockets. You shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards and 1 for the side of the tent, and 5 bars for the boards.
Okay, I think it's appropriate that board keeps coming up because I'm bored. With this section. Like, maybe there's some architecture nerds out there that are like really getting off on this right now, but
Hey, we still have to get through Leviticus, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, so how were the 2 of you with story problems in school? Like in math class?
I hated them, but then one time in the Math Olympics, I got a medal for being good at them, so.
You had a Math Olympics that you were in?
Regional, thank you very much.
Wow. Well, yes. I'm not surprised. You were that, like, what is the 3rd place person in your school for your, what was it?
Not valedictorian.
Salutatorian? Yeah, salutatorian is 2nd place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you? You were the 3rd dictorian. The 3rd dictorian.
The 3rd dictorian, yes. So that means story problems. Are you trying to make an allegory that this seems like a really long story problem?
It's a very complicated story problem,
yeah. It is.
I mean, insofar as, like, you have to kind of try to decipher what the hell Yahweh is talking about and then make it into an actual thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a story problem.
Okay. And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tent, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tent for the far part westward. Okay, we're all just talking about the west side of the tent so far.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
The middle bar in the midst of the boards shall pass through from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold. That's why the gold you were talking about inside the shoebox.
All the gold, yes.
And make their rings of gold for places for the bars. That didn't make any sense. And you shall overlay the bars with gold. You shall set up the tent according to the way that it was shown to you on the mountain. Okay, so hopefully there was a visual aid to go along with this.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
You shall make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen with cherubim. The work of the skillful workman shall it be made. You shall hang it on 4 pillars of acacia overlaid with gold, obviously. Their hooks shall be of gold on 4 sockets of silver. You shall hang up the veil under the clasps and shall bring the ark of the testimony in there within the veil. Got it. So we're making sort of a veiled off part.
Yes.
Where the Ark of the Covenant goes.
The Ark of Covenant goes behind the special veil.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the veil shall separate the holy place from the most holy for you.
Yes.
What? What?
I don't quite know what that. Separate from the most holy for you. I don't get it.
It's okay. So okay. I can give a little bit of knowledge here. Like that separate veiled off section was referred to as the holy, like the holiest of holies.
Okay.
Like that's the most special part of the tabernacle where the Ark of the Covenant resides.
Right.
And it's delineating
why for
that.
you?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to make it clear for you.
Okay.
I see. Okay, sure.
Okay.
I'll buy that.
All right, I'll buy it. Yeah, we'll buy that. Okay. Fine, Dedeker.
You shall put the mercy seat on the on the ark.
Is it so that somebody could sit on there?
I don't know.
I don't
Like sit on the
know.
ark and be like,
Like
look at this ark.
riding the
I'm thinking
ark.
about it. Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Strangelove style. Okay. You shall put the mercy seat on the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. You shall set the table outside the veil. Okay. Outside the veil. And the lampstand over against the table on the side of the tent toward the south, which was the back side of the tent, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And you shall put the table on the north side. Okay, they're like across from each other on the skinny
Opposite
side.
ends. Okay.
Right,
skinny
because this
side.
is long
Okay.
ways where
Yes.
like east and west are the long sides and north and south are like, I'm sorry, the north and south sides are the long sides and then the skinny sides are the east and west, right?
Okay.
So these are across from each other narrow-wise. You shall make a screen for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and ochre and green and yellow
Exactly.
and red. Okay.
We'll
Oh,
call
man.
back there.
And fine twined linen, the work of the embroiderer. You shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, and you shall cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Whew, that was Exodus 26.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Exodus
Wow.
26.
Wow.
Did you all read this?
No.
Did you
I've-
ever read this?
I've
No,
never read
of
this in
course
my
you didn't.
life. Never
Of
in my
course you
life.
haven't.
Honestly, the
Of course.
first I ever heard about the Ark of the Covenant was watching Indiana Jones.
What?
There you
really?
go. Like, why else would you know about it?
Wait, you went through your
wouldn't.
entire Christian education not knowing about the Ark of the Covenant until Indiana Jones came out?
Well, I also watched Indiana Jones younger than you did,
Oh,
but
that's true. You are an old man. Okay.
That's true. He is.
but no, I'd never, because I knew the Ark. But to
Yeah.
me, the Ark was
Was the
Noah's
boat.
Ark, not
Yeah.
not this. Yeah, no, I'd never heard that term
Wow.
before. Yeah.
Okay. No, I never read this in my entire life. I know when I was in Christian school and Sunday school, we saw pictures, again, like artistic depictions of what this may have looked like, what the tabernacle may have looked like, but no one's making a 6-year-old sit here and read this.
I certainly hope not. It's hard to make a 30-year-old sit here and read this.
Well, okay.
To put this in perspective for
yes.
you, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
That wasn't about the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, I'm sorry,
It
you're right.
was Indiana Jones and the Temp.
No,
Damn
no,
it.
no, no.
Indiana
no, hang on. No,
Jones
hang on.
and-
No. You
The
both
Crystal Skull.
You both need
It was
to
Crystal
stop.
Skull,
You
right?
both need to stop right now. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Obviously. Gosh.
I see.
It's about the ark that was lost.
Yes.
And this is it.
Yes.
You do realize this movie came out a year before I was born.
Oh.
It came out in 81,
So you learned about the Ark of the
Dang.
Covenant very early in your life, I see.
apparently. So I didn't watch it obviously till later than that. But yeah, no, don't shame me for not knowing about that before watching
Okay,
the
well,
movie.
we've spent a lot of time with some very thrilling content.
Yay. All right. Back into Exodus 27. Here we go. Strap in. You shall make the altar of acacia wood 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square.
Gotta
not
check
to
in when
be-
you're there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
not to be confused with the app Foursquare. The altar shall be 4 square, and its height shall be 3 cubits. You shall make its horns on the 4 corners. Its horns shall be one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with brass. You shall make its pots.
Wait, the
Its
altar has pots?
Well, because you burn
apparently,
stuff on it, right?
obviously.
Oh, yeah, I guess that
Oh,
makes
I see.
sense. Yeah.
You shall make its pots to take away its ashes, its shovels, its basins, its flesh hooks, its fire pans, all its vessels you shall make of brass.
Oh.
gold.
Okay, hang on. So, as I've been doing this entire episode, I
You're
Googled
Googling, yeah.
Exodus 27 altar, and I will once again share this with you, Emily. Basically, you're looking at a square barbecue pit.
Okay, that makes
is-
sense.
Yeah, because
Are they
things
going
are
to use it for such things?
because things are meant to be burnt directly on this. I
oh,
believe.
I see this. I
Yes.
see what we're looking
That's
at.
why they're talking about ashes and stuff like that. It is basically a square barbecue pit.
Made of brass.
Wow.
Yes, and some horns popping out the side of it.
I see. Yeah, I see the side horns.
Okay.
I think it probably makes sense
Okay.
because God was like, we built the Ark of the Covenant out of gold, but he's like, if you do this with gold, it's going to melt while you burn stuff in it. So do this one out of brass. That's good.
Oh, smart.
Okay.
Does brass not melt? I guess not.
I think it
don't
has
know.
a higher melting point.
Mm.
Whereas like gold
I
is
see.
super melty.
Yes.
Like gold
Yeah,
melts like
gold
nothing.
is
You like
melty all the time.
breathe on gold and it melts.
Yeah. Okay. You shall make a grating for it of network of brass, and on the net you shall make 4 brazen rings in its 4 corners. You shall put it under the ledge around the altar beneath, that the net may reach halfway up the altar. You shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with brass. Its poles shall be put into the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar when carrying it. Hollow with planks shall you make it. As it has been shown you on the mountain, so shall they make it. You shall make the court of the tent for the south side.
So this is
I don't know what I'm saying.
We were speaking about the altar, which is like the barbecue pit where all the burnt offerings are going to go, and now we're transitioning to the court. Like the courtyard, I suppose.
Oh,
sure.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I see.
We'll call it the courtyard. I like that. Okay.
I bet you we're probably going to be describing this
That
like fence of this fence of curtains that is in so many depictions.
Fence.
Yes, the tent fence.
So you shall make the court of the tent for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen, 100 cubits long for one side.
100 cubits long. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a lot of man's elbow arms.
Yeah. So this is obviously way longer than the tent. So yeah, it does seem to be a fence of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 100 cubits long for one side, and the pillars of it shall be 20, and their sockets 20 of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. Likewise, for the north side, in length, there shall be hangings 100 cubits long, and the pillars of it 20, and their sockets 20 of brass, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver.
Oh my goodness, all these fillets and pillars.
The breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, their sockets 10. The breadth of the court of the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits, the hangings of one side of the gates shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. It's not quite the same.
Yeah.
For the other side shall be hanging of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, their sockets 3.
That's
Never
exactly
mind, it
the
is.
same.
All
Thank
right,
you.
fine. It's the exact same. For the gate of the court shall be a screen of 20 cubits of blue, of purple, of scarlet, of fine twined linen, the work of the embroiderer, their pillars 4, their sockets 4. All the pillars of the court round about shall be filleted with silver, their hooks of silver, and their sockets of brass.
Is this okay? Hang on. Is this all the stuff we stole from the Egyptians? Because remember, we stole all their jewels of like precious metals and stones and stuff.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, these were the offerings that he asked for earlier.
Yes, I know.
But yeah, I guess they still had them from the Egyptians before.
Yeah.
So did God plan this all along?
Oh, well, I thought that all of life is God's plan, right? Or something?
I mean, people say that, but I have not seen that said once in the Bible so far.
Not yet.
So
well, not yet. I don't know.
We'll see.
That's how people say things.
We'll see. I know people say it. I'm just saying. The whole point of this show is that people say a lot of shit about the Bible. We're determining what's actually here or not.
I know. I know. We're reading it. Okay. Where was I? All the instruments of the tent in all its service, and all the pins of it, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. What kind of pins?
Pinterest pins.
Cool. like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse pins.
Oh yeah, those are good too. Collectible Disney pins.
Yeah, the collectible Disney pins. Man, those the lanyards, they're classics.
Yeah,
okay,
made of brass. That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It's like collector's edition. Yeah.
You shall command the children of Israel that they bring to you pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause a lamp to burn continually.
Jeez.
What is this? Why would you beat your olive oil?
Well, I mean, that is how you get oil out of olives, is you press them, at least.
I mean, do you beat them?
Maybe some people do.
You beat the olives? You smack those olives.
You just smack them around till they give you some oil?
I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. In the tent of meeting, outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall keep it in order from evening to morning before Yahweh. It shall be a salute forever throughout their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel.
Good Lord. Wow.
That happened. Okay, but I also find it hilarious that like it goes through all this minutia of frickin' like cubit this and brass and socket that. And then like at the end they're like, and Aaron will keep us an order for Yahweh for all the children of Israel. The end.
Yeah.
And they have to like tie it up in a pretty bow.
Well, yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense though, because you got to keep this oil burning all day and night, all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, someone has to be responsible for this. It's going to be Aaron and his sons.
No, that makes sense. Got to put someone in charge. It's like someone's got to read my freaking ridiculous instructions. It's going to be Aaron. Aaron's like, dang it.
Clearly Aaron.
Dang
Obviously
it.
Aaron.
Aaron's like, couldn't I have been the one who just did the talking like Moses? And then he could be the one tending to the lamp all day and night?
Yeah. Well, wow. Okay, so we learned a lot about the very, very detailed specifics of what the, tent of the tabernacle is supposed to look like. What kind of instructions do you think God's going to give us next time?
Oh, man, who knows? Beyond anything. Maybe how, like, people embalm their dead.
Oh yeah, that'd be a
interesting.
specific for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we've talked about the livestock and the houses. Who knows what's going to happen now?
Maybe something about how the like neighborhoods and houses around this need to be arranged. They might be in some sort of rows of certain numbers of tents or something.
Oh yeah.
And made of certain materials.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we might get into sea cow law, perhaps.
One could only hope.
I don't want them to hurt the sea cows. It's awful.
Oh,
They're
geez.
so cute. I want to hug one.
Yeah. Are they huggy? Are they dangerous? Are they a huggable thing?
I don't know. I don't think that they're that dangerous. It's not like a rhinoceros or a hippopotamus of the sea.
They look very huggable. Really, like how could a sea cow or a manatee actually hurt you?
Exactly.
I guess so.
Well,
I don't know.
Hopefully you will join us next time. We cannot wait to see you and have you join us on our sea cow adventure of the Bible and listening to what Yahweh wants us to build next time.
Yeah. See you next week. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including bonus episodes, new series, guest interviews, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you like about it. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Emily Matlack, Dedeker Winston, and me, Jace Lindgren. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. The theme song for the Book of Exodus is Our Story Begins by Kevin MacLeod. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.